Brandon, thanks very much. JJ's now talking to Coach Staley, who we just had a few moments ago. And then there's an exchange with Icky now, and he's been joining us here on set. Icky, what's it been like for you having conversations like with Brandon Staley and Coach Staley so far, other talent evaluators and general managers here in Indy?
Yeah, it's been great. Getting the opportunity to talk to some of the head decision makers in the NFL. Guys you see on TV all the time, and guys that have that that track record in the NFL of just superiority and excellence. So it's been great. Talking football with some the best minds in the NFL.
So I want to make sure I got the facts right. You were state wrestling champ in high school.
Yes, sir.
You were also anchor leg 4x100.
Yes, sir.
Senior season at 285. Is that right?
285.
Can you, if I'm running track and I'm a freshman, I'm like 120 pounds, I see this guy coming, I'm backing up a little bit.
I think so.
So that speaks to the athleticism. State wrestling champ makes sense. A lot of offensive linemen obviously have that in their background, but the speed of the agility, and I don't know if you've heard this before, but I've started a campaign that I call you Dr. Pancake every time I talk about you, because you were just crushing guys in the run game, like 30 yards downfield. Right. But one of the criticisms, if you don't want to call it that, is that even though you're fantastic as a pass blocker, maybe there's a little more refinement there. If you had to self-critique yourself, what would you say that you think you need to improve on?
Yeah, it'd be my pass protection, 100%, especially watching film this year, evaluating myself. I definitely had, an issue oversetting guys and, opening my hips a little too soon. So that's something I definitely attacked while I was training in California. Just really working on my hip placement and my pass setting and making sure that my feet were right and I was staying square to the line of scrimmage. So I probably say my pass pro needs a little bit more refinement. I'm definitely going to put the work in and make sure that at the next level,
But you were so athletic, you were able to. It made it look seamless, and these are just tiny little improvements you're making.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I say that. I relied a lot on my athleticism this year, and I just got to make sure I get the technique up to par.
I saw that some publications called you the most feared lineman in the ACC, obviously one of the most feared linemen in college football. How do you make that sales pitch to NFL teams that you're the most feared lineman going into the NFL?
Yeah, I told all the NFL coaches I've talked to, just watch my film, and I don't think you'll see anyone as dominant as me in this draft. I take pride in that. That's something I've always taken pride in, is being dominant and imposing my will in, defenses, all throughout my 3 years in NC State, and that's something that's not going to change when I hit the next level.
Is there somebody that you watch in the NFL, somebody you try to model your game after, somebody that you say, I could be like this or better than this, just take some stuff from their game?
Yeah, well, my favorite offensive lineman right now is definitely Trent Williams, left tackle for the 49ers. The combination of power and technique that he has, and some of the stuff that he does, you just don't really see a lot of offensive linemen doing. So that's definitely a guy, I try and model my game after. Laramie Tunsil as well, technique-wise. Teron Armstead technique-wise. So I watch a lot of guys in the NFL, but I think Trent Williams is probably my favorite.
So we're going to see you line up in the backfield and, play fullback a little bit.
Of course, anything I need me to do. I know in the NFL, linemen can actually run routes and go downfield, so I'm definitely excited for that opportunity.
There you go.
So I'm the draft guy at CBS, and I've had you in my mock drafts go number 1 overall. And I was talking to some teams about that, and I got zero pushback because everyone knew Evan Neal coming in because he's an Alabama kid. NC State isn't in the SEC, and maybe a lot of folks don't know about that. How do you feel about the possibility of going number 1? Is that a big deal to you, or you're like, yeah, I deserve to go number 1?
It's definitely a big deal for me. I watch the combine, I watch the draft every year. So, I watch guys on TV go number 1 overall. So the fact that I could be in that position, it means everything to me. But, I'm definitely not shy of that, accolade either. I feel like I definitely put the work in. And so I don't think, that number 1 pick would be an accident for me. I think, that's something that I put the work in for, and that, if my name is called number 1 overall, I feel like I would deserve that.
Absolutely.
Icky, certainly appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by.
No problem. Appreciate y'all.
Ikem Ekonwu, by the way, if he does go number 1, would be the 3rd NC State player to do so. Mario Williams and Roman Gabriel. Guys, we'll send it back to you.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.